Previously on 24. Alan Milliken is dead. All signs point to a heart attack.
What happened, Sherry?
I went to the house to speak to Julia. There was an argument and he had a heart attack.
Julia, I need for you to tell me exactly what happened.
I tried to give him his medication.
What do you mean you tried?
Sherry stopped me.
We believe Michael Amador is in possession of the Cordelia virus. He is either headed to Los Angeles or is here already. Our only lead is Nina Myers. She thinks Amador is meeting with a man by the name of Marcus Alvers.
What about Nina?
She's out of the picture.
I hope so. She can point to both of us.
Just want to give you an update on Nina. Richards is working on her now.
I think that's a mistake.
Why?
I don't think anybody should be in there that hasn't worked with her before, doesn't know what she's capable of.
All Richards does is inflict pain. There's no way for her to manipulate him.
Nina, I don't think you've met Darren Richards.
How much more of this you want into her, Nina?
I think this is about it.
Nina tried to commit suicide. Where is she now? She's in the clinic being operated on.
Drop the gun. Put your hands on your head. Look. Nina, do it.
You don't have any more useful information, do you, Nina? No, you don't.
The following takes place between 3 a.m. and 4 a.m.
What happened?
Nina Myers is dead.
How?
Jack shot her. Chappelle's on his way to talk to him right now.
Was it justified?
Jack wouldn't risk this operation just to get vengeance.
Are you sure about that?
This is the gun I used. Send it over to Ballistics for a match.
Secure this area till forensics gets here. And pull the surveillance footage off of there. Jack, can I have a word?
Just give me a minute.
No, Jack, now.
Look, it's okay.
I'll be right back.
What the hell happened here?
Nina tried to escape.
Yeah, I know she tried to escape. How did she get shot?
She pulled her gun. I pulled mine in self-defense.
Just like that.
Just like that.
Nina was our best chance of locating this virus. She was a material witness in an ongoing investigation.
I know exactly what she was, Ryan.
Division's gonna want me to certify this shooting.
Then do it.
You have to come with me and look at security playback.
Fine.
Kim, you alright?
Yeah, I'm okay.
You're here as soon as I heard.
Sweetheart, I gotta go to Chappelle for a moment. I'll be back as soon as I can.
I'll stay with her, Jack.
It's okay. He tried to kill me.
It's over now, okay? Your father stopped her.
Yeah, except I don't know what happened.
What do you mean?
He told me to leave the room and I heard shots.
Kim, you're safe, okay? And that's all that matters.
Ever since she killed my mother, I've been wanting Nina dead, and now that she is, it's not gonna bring my mother back. And I just didn't think I was gonna feel this way.
How do you feel?
I'm not sure.
It's okay. Come on. He's here. We were getting worried. We have a job to do. We've got plenty of time. I'm curious. About what? Why you chose such a limited target? Why not the airport or sports arena? If the objective was to inflict maximum casualties.
That's not the objective. Not yet.
Why are you doing this?
Send a message.
Most of you already know, but for those of you who don't, Jack Bauer shot and killed Nina Myers while she was trying to escape custody.
The order from Division specified that we use non-lethal force.
It's over, Chloe. She's dead.
So how are we going to find the virus? Alvarez has it, and Nina was our only connection to Alvarez.
Not necessarily. The reason we were on to Alvarez in the first place is because he was Michael Amador's contact in Los Angeles. The search order for Amador is still active.
Well, technically, yeah, but we've pretty much exhausted all of our leads.
Then run them again. And widen the parameters. Cross-reference financial transactions, travel itineraries, aliases, whatever it takes to find him.
We're still operating under the assumption that Amador's in Los Angeles with the virus.
That's right, and the Russians have just sent us some intel that supports that assumption.
It's a detonating device, part of the Soviets' biowarfare arsenal till late 1980s. It's used to disperse pathogens throughout the atmosphere. 3 weeks ago, a dozen of these were stolen from an armory in the Ukraine.
We also believe that Alvarez and Amador are arming these detonating devices with vials full of the virus, which means we all have to work fast, so let's get going.
Place the vial here. To actually arm the device, flip switches 1 and 2. Then wait 10 seconds and flip the third switch, which activates the timer. When the timer goes off,
What's the dispersal radius?
100 meters, and the dispersal rate increases geometrically depending on wind and weather.
Better than I thought.
I made some modifications. So, Michael, tell me how it went down in Mexico. You didn't think I would find out?
I didn't think you needed to know. As long as you got what you wanted.
You were stupid enough to believe that Jack Bauer had turned against CTU, and now you've got every intelligence agency in the country after you.
Our story checked out.
Don't presume to tell me about Jack Bauer. What you did in Mexico was stupid, it was greedy, and it may have cost me my advantage.
Alvarez and I still expect to be paid.
The authorization code is 7QV78.
This is only half.
I'll release the balance after I receive confirmation on the hotel.
The deal was we get paid in full.
The deal changed when you went down to Mexico. Now, after you've hit the hotel, you'll get the rest of your money.
Fine.
Adam!
We've got to comb through these data streams, Chloe, so unless this is important, I really don't have time right now.
Adam, it's about an Amador.
What are you talking about?
The gold certificate account registered one of Amador's aliases. It's a Zurich bank, but it was activated by a local server.
When?
Just a few minutes ago.
Kim, get over here. I need you to run a back trace.
What's going on?
Chloe found a bank in Zurich that may be talking to Amador.
Chloe, what's the sequencing program? Beta 1.
This turns out to be real. How long before you tag the location?
5 minutes, 10 tops.
She was down when you shot her.
She was going for her gun.
Yeah, that's what you keep telling me.
It's the truth.
You knew where the security camera was. You stood in front of it to obscure any visual record of the shooting.
Ryan, she was going for her gun.
I wish I could believe that, but I don't. For God's sake, Jack, there's something called due process. It's why we've got judges and juries and laws.
Don't you dare tell me about the law. Nina Myers killed my wife and they let her go. And she would have killed my daughter if I hadn't gotten there when I did.
Using drugs to maintain your cover is one thing. I was willing to look the other way. But I've got to answer to my bosses about the questionable shooting death of a key witness.
Excuse me, sir?
We're in the middle of something here.
Well, I assume finding the virus is a priority.
What do you got?
We may have Amador. Chloe flagged a Zurich account registered to one of his aliases. Someone accessed it locally. We'll have a point of origin any minute now.
Get the field teams ready.
Tony's on it.
Jack, this isn't resolved yet.
We have a live lead, Ryan.
And what do I tell Division? Did I let you stay on active duty while you're still the subject of an investigation? It's my ass on the line here, too.
Look, I've been working with Jack all day, and with all that's happened, he's still operating at a higher level than anybody else in the field, including me.
I didn't ask your opinion.
I'm giving it to you anyway.
Excuse me?
Sir, if this lead turns out to be real, we need Jack on site, and believe me, you will want him there.
They'll crucify me if I let you back out in the field.
Give me a minute. It's your call, Ryan. I understand the position you're in. But I give you my word, I can do my job. Listen, Julia. I thought I was clear. You can't be contacting me today.
I'm scared, Wayne. They've already started to question Beatrice, and I'm next. I don't know what to say.
Where's your lawyer?
He's not here yet.
Okay, first of all, you're innocent. Remember that, all right?
I'm not innocent. I let Sherry convince me not to give Alan his medication. I could have saved his life.
You don't know that.
What about Sherry? Has she said anything to the president?
No. No, and she won't. She told him it was an accident. Now, whether he believes her or not is another matter. I just...
Wayne?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, Bill, well, the president just walked in, so I'm gonna have to get back to him.
I'm so scared.
Yeah, and I understand that. Just remember what I said, okay?
Yeah.
All right.
Well, what did Bill have to say?
Found out that Alan died.
Well, that didn't take long.
Yeah. Well, he wants us to know that we have his support on the healthcare bill.
That's good. Have you spoken to Julia yet?
No?
Well, maybe you should call her. Get her side of the story.
David, I think we should stay as far away from this as possible.
Which means you don't believe Sherry, that it was an accident.
Look, I don't know what to believe. All I know is what it will look like. You call in Sherry to deal with Milligan, and a few hours later, he winds up dead. Let's go.
Dad, just heard back from division. They're gonna have a man on the inside. His name is Jim Wong. There's an update on your strike team.
Thanks. You okay?
Yeah, I'm okay. Did Chappelle question you about shooting Nina?
Yeah.
And?
I told him I wasn't sorry that Nina was dead. I wasn't sorry that I shot her. She posed an immediate threat to you, to me, and to thousands of innocent people.
You had to do it, didn't you?
Yeah. Come here. We gotta go.
Hey. What's going on?
You tell me.
Look, it's late, and I'm a little too tired.
Sure, I know about Alan Milligan.
Yes, it's awful. I already told David what happened.
Except you left out the part about you preventing Julia from giving Alan his medication. You stood there, and you watched a man die.
You would have done the same thing had you been there.
And it would have been there in the first place.
Listen, David asked me to come here to help clean up your mess. What did you think he expected me to do?
What do you expect? Was for you to get Alan off his back, Sherry, but not like this.
Complex problems sometimes have the simplest solutions, Wayne.
For God's sakes.
You're upset. That's understandable. But what is done is done.
See, Sherry, you are insane.
We can control the situation, Wayne. We just need to be on the same page.
No, Sherry, I'm sorry, but David's gonna have to handle this.
David can't know about this. For his own protection. If he doesn't know anything, he's got nothing to deny.
Sherry, we can't cover this thing up.
We can and we will. That's why you're talking to me instead of David. Because you understand what has happened, Wayne.
Yeah, you've got it all figured out, don't you?
Wayne. What did you say to Julia?
Not to talk to anyone until she spoke to a lawyer.
Good. And as long as she keeps her mouth shut, we'll be fine.
Mrs. Milligan? I'm Detective Norris. I'm sorry for your loss.
Thank you.
I know this is a difficult time for you, but I'd like to ask you a few questions. Unless that's a problem.
No, it's just that my lawyer wanted me to wait for him before I talked to anyone.
Really? Did he say why?
You know lawyers.
Unfortunately, I do. But these questions don't require counsel. They're pretty straightforward. According to the officers, you told them that you were asleep in bed when the body was discovered.
Yes. Alan and I have had separate bedrooms since the stroke.
And you didn't hear anything until the housekeeper woke you up.
That's right.
Because, you see, she says she heard a car starting up and leaving the driveway.
Our driveway.
That's what woke her up. She got to the window in time to see a light-colored car driving away. She thought it was a Mercedes.
I didn't hear anything, so I wouldn't know.
Do you have any friends who drive a light-colored Mercedes?
Detective, half of the people we know own a Mercedes. And we know a lot of people.
Are you aware that the security cameras in your surveillance system are shut down? According to the time code, it appears they were shut down about an hour before your husband's death.
Beatrice is the one who arms the system before she goes to sleep, so maybe you should ask her.
My partner did. She doesn't know anything about it.
Neither do I.
Are you sure about that?
Yes.
You don't sound very sure.
Detective Norris, exactly what are you implying here?
My husband was a very sick man. He died because he was sick.
Probably true. But it's beginning to look like you might have had some help.
Sending you revised Greek coordinates to open a data pipe.
Tony, how close are you?
I need you to
A few
upload
minutes.
this.
Whoever accessed Amador's account did it from somewhere on this grid. We're guiding the field units as we go.
Chase, did you get the new coordinates?
Yeah, I got them.
You're too far north. You're gonna have to adjust toward Broadway.
Okay, go right on college.
I'm not gonna have an address for another few minutes, so why don't I call you when I get it?
All right.
Look, I appreciate what you said to Chappelle earlier.
Wouldn't have said it if I didn't mean it.
Still.
Finding the virus is all that matters right now. Everything else can wait.
You're gonna wait to talk to him about your daughter?
No, we talked about it.
How'd she take it?
She's handling it fine.
She's handling it fine.
Look, it's between Kim and me. If you don't mind, I'd like to keep it that way.
Yes, I mind. She's my daughter.
She's a grown woman, Jack. We care about each other.
Just stay focused on what we gotta do.
Where are you?
I'm here.
How long will it take?
About 25 minutes.
Hurry.
I will.
Look, just get it done so we can get our money.
Well, it's gotta be done right. I don't want to be in any of the buddy bags they'll be carrying out of here.
Hello?
Is this Sherry Palmer?
Yes. Who is this?
I'm Detective Michael Norris of the LAPD. I'm sorry to bother you this time of night.
Detective Norris, how did you get this number?
It was given to me by a woman named Julia Milliken. Do you know her?
Yes, I do.
Were you with her tonight?
Tonight? No, I wasn't.
She says you were.
Well, she's lying. I've been right here all night.
And where's here?
Here's in the district offices with my ex-husband, President Palmer. He asked for my help on a political matter, and... I'm sorry, Detective. Do you mind telling me what this is about?
Mrs. Milliken's husband died about an hour and a half ago.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
She claims that you and she caused his death by withholding his medication.
Well, that's preposterous. I haven't seen Mr. Milliken or his wife in over 3 years.
And you say that you were with the president since what time?
Since about 10 o'clock. That's over 5 hours ago.
And if we were to contact President Palmer, he'd be able to confirm that.
I'm sure he will.
Thank you, Mrs. Palmer. We'll be in touch. Wait.
Outbreak scenarios from the National Health Services.
Nothing like a little light reading.
Sending over a liaison to answer any questions that you may have.
No doubt I'll have many. Anything else?
No.
Wayne. I'm your brother. I think I know when there's something on your mind.
No, I just want to make sure you're okay.
I'll let you know when this is all over.
David?
Yeah.
The reason I joined your administration was because I thought I'd be an asset. The last thing I ever wanted was to be a thorn in your side.
Wayne, you are an asset.
Yeah. Well, there's a lot of smart people out there that you could have hired.
But none that I trust as much as you.
Wayne Palmer.
Wayne is telling you, we have a lead on the virus. Jack is on his way with the team now.
All right.
I'll have someone update you when
I want you to stay on the line with me. I want to be apprised of everything that happens as it happens. CTU may have located the virus. Jack Bauer's leading the operation.
What about this area? Lieutenant Wong's in and out. Back.
It's my partner, Chase Edmonds. You got a man on the inside?
Yeah, it's been for about half the rooms in the club.
Have you seen Officer Amador?
Not yet, Captain. North room is clear.
Moving down the main corridor. I count 15 people. I'm still not seeing any target.
Copy. There are 3 rooms adjacent to the hall. They may be offices.
I'm checking it now. Captain, I got an armed man outside the door of the southernmost room. Don't move.
He was looking in your room. Lieutenant. Lieutenant Wong.
Get your men in there now.
Team A, move on target. Team B, maintain perimeter. Get out of here. Target's been neutralized. Repeat, target's been neutralized. All units, sweep the building.
Like a super bitch. You're too late, Jack.
Chase!
Take him into one of the other rooms. We got some work to do. I don't want to be disturbed by the SWAT guys. Set him down there. You betrayed me, Jack. It was CTU all along. That's right, Amador. You betrayed me too. I'm just better at it than you.
Yeah, well, it won't matter in the long run. You have no idea what you're up against.
Why don't you tell me?
He knows who you are, Jack.
What are you talking about? Who knows who I am?
Don't presume to tell me about Jack Bauer. That's what he said. You go up against him, you're a dead man.
All I want to know right now is where the virus is.
I don't know. I've passed it off. Look, you can do what you want to me. I'm not going to tell you anything.
What are you afraid of? Who are you afraid of? can protect you.
Can you, Jack?
Yes.
And my family?
Yes.
You couldn't even protect your own.
I'm gonna ask you this one last time. Where is the virus?
Go to hell.
Jay! When he comes to, you do it again. This is Bauer.
Jack, I'm transferring you to Tony right now.
Let's get over here. Jack, I'll put you on speaker. Ryan's with me.
We've got Amador.
What about the virus?
No, we were late. He'd already passed it on.
Passed it on to who?
We haven't been able to find out yet. Amador's terrified and he doesn't scare easily. He did tell me one thing, though. Whoever's behind this apparently knows me very well.
That's not much to go on, even if it's true.
Yeah, I understand that, but we also just can't ignore it. I want you to cross-check everybody that I've worked with over the last 5 years on both sides of the law. See what names we come up with. We'll check it against what we know about the virus.
All right, we're on it.
Agent Bauer!
Yeah.
We found an incubator. There's no contamination, but we're going to isolate it, run a few tests, and then send it back to NHS. We also found some prints, a few hairs. We're sending them back to your lab for a workup.
Okay, good work.
Jack, what's going on?
They found the incubator. There's no leakage. They're gonna run some tests here and then send it over to NHS. All the other evidence is coming back to our lab. We're gonna do the workup.
Agent Bauer,
Yeah.
we found Amador's laptop.
Wait, hold on 1 second.
Most of the files are heavily encrypted.
Can you read any of it?
Chandler Plaza Hotel in Wilshire.
What about it?
His hard drive has the full architectural schematic, structural, plumbing, electrical.
When's the last time this file was accessed?
5 hours ago.
Tony, I think we got a high probability target.
What is it?
The Chandler Plaza Hotel on Wilshire Boulevard.
Adam, get me head of security at Chandler Plaza Hotel. Jack, should we evacuate?
No, we don't even know if the virus has been released. Evacuating the hotel could only accelerate an outbreak. We need to contain the building. We need to do it without starting a panic.
All right, look, I'll set up a soft perimeter, no police presence. We'll send a team from here, run the operation on site.
Tony, no one, and I mean no one, goes in or out of that building. Do you understand me?
Copy that.
Good.
Dennis, I need you to call the NHS, have them send teams to the hotel as soon as possible. And most importantly, they have to operate under the radar, all right?
Tony, I have the head of security for the Chandler Plaza Hotel, Craig Phillips.
Mr. Phillips, this is Tony Almeida, head of CTU. How can I help you? There's been a threat against your hotel. As of this moment, it's very important you not allow anybody in or out of the structure, you understand? I understand. What's the nature of the threat? The release of an infectious substance inside the hotel. You're saying that the substance has already been released? It's possible. We don't know for sure. Do we know who's responsible? You're probably looking for a man named Marcus Alvers. His description's being sent to you as we speak. Now, I want your people to do a search of the hotel as soon as you get it. Does that mean that Alvers is already inside the hotel? We have to assume that's the case, yes. All right, I'll start a search. All right, I'm bringing a CTU team. We'll call you as soon as we arrive. Right. Thanks. What the hell is this?
Ryan assigned me to have the team that's going to the hotel.
Ryan, this is
I don't want to hear it. As the head of CTU, you have an obligation to stay here at the center of information flow. Michelle has more hours of disaster control simulation than anyone else on staff, not to mention her practical experience from the DC anthrax outbreak. Michelle will lead the team, Gaia will second. You'll be in constant communication, pass on any guidance you can based on intel that comes in.
I'm waiting for me.
Michelle. Look, I don't care what Ryan says. I can get somebody from Division to take your place.
No, he's right. I should be the one to go.
All right, then you let me know the second you get your people set, all right?
We're a couple of minutes away from the hotel. Where's NHS?
They're getting ready. They should be there in a little while.
A while? What does it mean? 2 minutes? 10 minutes?
Probably closer to 20.
We don't have that kind of time, Tony.
I understand, but you wait until they get there, all right? I don't want anybody going inside that hotel without biosuits.
We can't wait too long, Tony. I mean, if we have to go in and stop the virus...
Michelle, you wait. All right? That's an order.
Fine. Anything else?
No.
What's wrong?
Stuff between Tony and me.
Sorry.
Things haven't been right since he got back from the hospital.
The last couple of months, Tony and I have been working pretty closely together, planning this operation. It's been eating away at him that he wasn't able to talk to you about it.
I just want this day to end.
Did you lock the garden doors?
Yes, sir.
Good. Mr. Phillips? CTU has just arrived. They're outside the front door.
Good. Listen, the maintenance man just walked through here. I don't remember seeing him before.
Turnover's pretty high in engineering.
Then check it out anyway, all right? He was there not 10 seconds ago.
Yeah, sure thing.
Good. This is Phillips.
Mr. Phillips, this is Agent Michelle Dessler from CTU. Have you circulated the Marcus Albers photo yet?
Yes. So far, nobody has seen him. We're halfway through the common areas of the hotel.
After that, I need you to start on the guest rooms.
Okay, that's going to take us some time unless you can lend us some manpower.
We'll be coming in as soon as the hazmat suits arrive.
My people don't have any hazmat suits.
I know that, Mr. Phillips. We'll bring some when we come in.
Yeah.
Michelle, I pulled this off the security camera
Albers, how long ago was this?
about half an hour ago.
Has he come back out?
As far as I could tell,
Half an hour.
he may have already released the virus.
But if he hasn't, we may be able to stop him. I can't order anyone in because it's against protocol. But Albers is in there. And we might still have a chance to stop him.
Did you find that maintenance man?
No, but Pencil says he just saw someone he didn't recognize heading toward the utility room. He's going to check it out.
Mr. Phillips, where can we set up?
Use this area or this area over here? I thought you were going to wait for those hazmat suits.
They'll let us know as soon as they get here.
This guy that you're looking for, we might have an idea where he is. Let me take you.
Why don't you tell me and I'll check it out? pipe. Now cup yourself. Where's the virus? If this virus gets out, you die, just like everyone else.
It's in the central ventilation unit.
Gaia, can you hear me?
I hear you.
The virus is in the central ventilation unit.
On my way. Found it. To the vial.
Stay clear, Gael. Heading test to be here any minute. I'll send down a hazmat suit.
There may not be enough time for that, Michelle. Vial's inside a detonating device.